What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing a tattoo, showing my tattoos, whatever it's called, tattoo tag I think it's called. But basically, I'm just going to show you all my tattoos that I have, because I'm sure a lot of people might have questions or just looking for inspiration or anything like that. And I don't have a lot, but I have 7, and I'm actually currently waiting to get my 8th, so that'll be cool. I'll post pictures like on my Instagram and stuff. But yeah, by the way, that background noise that you hear is my kitten. Her name is Freya. You've probably seen her on my Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. I do have 2 little kittens, and they're just playing with the blinds right now, and I'm not really gonna disturb them, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing. But yeah, so disclaimer, I am 19. I got 6 out of the 7 tattoos about like 3 or 4 months after my 18th birthday, so I was freshly 18, and then I got this, my 8th or my 7th tattoo, probably I would say like 4 to 5 months ago, like from today's date maybe. I'm not really sure. Honestly, I have no idea when I got it. I don't remember. But yeah, so I'm going to be talking about the price, the pain level, and like, do I regret it, details, meanings, all that type of stuff, just because I only have 7, so it's not that much to go through. Another quick disclaimer, I have always wanted lots of tattoos. These are not tattoos this is not something that I came up with like as a whim. I have always told my family and my friends that I want to be completely covered in tattoos. I want to have full sleeves. I want to be covered from all, head to toe. I love tattoos. I love piercings. I do have multiple piercings as well that I can make a piercing video about as well, which I probably will. But I love artwork. I love expressing yourself through creativity. If you watched my channel the first time that I had a channel, I did lots of makeup and beauty tutorials. That's just because I felt like makeup was a way that I expressed myself through art, and that's the same with these tattoos. With that being said, I'll show you my very first tattoo. I'm going to stand up just because that makes it easier for me and the lighting situation in here. So my first ever tattoo was this tattoo right here. I do have lots of scratches all over my skin and scars and stuff. I work in a kitchen. Also, like I said, I have cats. So this says Grace Upon Grace. I hope that this, hold on. I do have, oh, there's my cat actually. I do have some studio lights that I need to move out the way. But this says Grace Upon Grace. This was my very first tattoo. The 6 that I got on the same day was $300 for all of them, because the guy that I got them from was doing a special for tattoos. 3x3 were all $50. I do have dye on my hands, by the way, because my hair was blonde and then I just dyed it back black, and I had a hole in my glove, so there's some dye happening right there. But yeah, so this just says Grace Upon Grace. If you'll see right here, there is a little bit of like some fading. So that's pretty much the only thing I don't like about this tattoo. I did get this off of Pinterest. That wasn't that original. But I've only ever come in contact with one other girl who has this tattoo. She has it in a completely different placement, but I mean, I love it, and I mean, obviously it has meaning to me. It's talking about God's grace as always goes above and beyond what we think that we deserve and things like that. The next tattoo I got was this one right here. It's a man and a woman. They're standing in front of this window panel, looking out into the universe. You can see that there's some planets and some shooting stars and stuff like that. And then they're both like not necessarily naked, but they are both like kind of revealing themselves, if you will say. And to me, this just represents my ideal of a perfect relationship. It's like, I don't know, it has some deep personal meaning, but yeah, it's just like my idea of a perfect relationship, I guess. And this one did not hurt at all, like 0 on the pain scale. This one hurt only when he was shading it in, and like the closer, obviously, that you got to like the inner elbow. So the next he did this one down here. It's a woman's face with a rose. A lot of people tell me that they can't tell what it looks like or what it is, but I mean, there's the eye and the eyebrow, the nose, the lips, the chin, and the neck, and then her finger, she's holding a rose. On this one, there is some fading at the tip of the rose, like the tip of the leaf, and then on the stem right here. This did not hurt at all, 0 on the pain scale, and I absolutely love this. I do not regret anything, like any of the tattoos that I got. Just if anything, like the placement. I was very OCD at the time I got these, so you see they're all very parallel, but I probably should have gotten them all in like one arm or one area of my body, but you know. So then this next one I have is a rose with a triangle outlining it, and this is all black and white, and I'm just gonna come closer a little bit so you can see like the detail work, like all these lines. This one hurt a lot, not gonna lie. Now this one over here, it bled a lot, but it didn't hurt that much. This one did not bleed at all, but it hurt the most out of any of my arm tattoos. This represents the Trinity to me. Like the rose obviously represents nature, and then the triangle represents the Trinity of God and stuff like that. Okay, so all the next tattoos I have are on my leg, so I am going to move the camera to a different angle just so I can show you up close of the 3 tattoos that I have on my leg. Okay, so this is a weird angle, I know, but these are all on my legs, so it's going to be a little hard to show. So this is the Puerto Rican flag. I am Puerto Rican, so my nationality, well, I guess my ethnicity is very important to me. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all. I have a scar under here, and that's the main like reason why I got this place where I got it, is just because I wanted something that I know I cherish to be over top of something that I am insecure about. So that's kind of what that means for me. Okay, so my next tattoo is this little guy right here. This is Totoro. He's from a Japanese, I believe it's Japanese, movie called My Neighbor Totoro. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid with my uncle. And it just represents like childishness and creativity and, you know, innocence of being a child. So that's why I like that tattoo. This, by the way, so this tattoo hurt the worst, like hands down. This Totoro tattoo was the absolute most painful tattoo out of the 6 tattoos that I had. This tattoo right here, it bled a lot and it got stuck to my pants a lot the first couple of days that I got it. It did hurt, like shading obviously, but it wasn't too painful compared to this, which surprises me because this is all line work, but that location is absolutely the worst. Then, this is the final tattoo that I have. It's the most recent one that I have. It is, this was $200 total. And it's a 3D version of a cactus. And this was also this was hands down the most painful tattoo I have ever gotten. I'm trying to show it where it's not going to get too much exposure. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. I think you can. But yeah, it's just a blue outline and a red outline. It hurt, one, because of the location. This part of your calf is the most painful part to get a tattoo on. But also, it hurt because you're basically re-tattooing something that just got tattooed. Because you have to do the blue line and then you go over top of it with the red line. And that just really, really hurt a lot to me. And this took, honestly, about like 2 hours. My most recent tattoo is the cactus tattoo. That one was $200. That one definitely hurt, hands down the worst out of any tattoo that I have. So far my arm tattoos really have not caused me any trouble, any pain, or anything like that. My Puerto Rican flag tattoo, it did leak a lot of plasma, which is in your blood, for those of you that don't know. And so it wasn't necessarily bleeding, but it was just leaking a lot of plasma. And the day after I got my tattoo, all of these tattoos, I was wearing some loose fitted like mom jeans, and unfortunately the pant leg stuck to the tattoo because of all the plasma, and I was really worried about it pulling the ink out. So what I did was I soaked my leg in the bath so that it would like a warm bath, so it could like warm all that plasma off. And then I just took those pants off, and I only wore shorts until the tattoo was healed. But it pretty much only leaked plasma for about 2 days, so there's that. I absolutely do not regret any of my tattoos. Like I said, if anything, I maybe regret some of the placement, or I wish that I had more color, because on my legs I do have color. Now, my Totoro tattoo that I have is just outlining, but I do want to add color to it eventually, just so that it fits in with the whole scheme of things on my leg. But if you have watched that movie, Totoro is really just shades of grays and blues and whites, like cream colors, so it's not really gonna fit in with the whole red and blue scheme anyway. So like I said, I don't necessarily regret any of my tattoos, because they all hold meaning to me, and I think that they're all really cool pieces of art. But if anything, I would maybe just change the placement that I decided to put them. But it'll all work out eventually when I'm completely covered. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, well, your tattoos don't match, so they don't go together, they're not pretty because they don't go together, so now you look goofy. Well, I don't, like, I've never seen anybody that has a sleeve where like everything is like similar meaning. I mean, maybe people do that, but to me that's not what I like. I like finding a piece of artwork that I like this or like this, and just putting it on my body forever, because that represents me. And not everything in my life is completely together and, you know, like matching. So that's what I identify with the best, and that's what, you know, artwork I want to put on my body. So that's just how that goes. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope that you liked it. If you got some inspiration, let me know. Or maybe if you got the opposite of inspiration, you're like, okay, that's what I don't want to do with my tattoos, let me know that too. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see future videos of mine. And I will be posting a piercing video very soon. I do have like 3 piercings besides my ears, so if you want to hear about those, the cost, the pain, everything like that, then I will make another video like that. You can let me know down in the comment section below.